car we are driving today is the front wheel drive version, but the car also comes with all wheel drive, but today we are testing the front wheel drive. In this video we will go through the exterior, interior and take you for a comprehensive drive. Go through all the different drive modes and test the handling on some curvy roads. We will start with the exterior, and let's start with the front of the car. If we take a look, the front grille is actually pretty big for such a small engine. It's a 2.0, so pretty big grille, but if we come closer you can see it's only the bottom of the grille where the cooling goes through, and the bottom, so it just looks big. Nothing much to say about the front headlights. They're pretty beautiful, but also pretty normal. You got this long blue light and these four smaller lights. If we take a look at the wheels, this model comes with 215 by 60 and 17 inches rims, so actually pretty small for a larger SUV. Would go for like 19 or 20 inches, but looks okay. If we go along by the side of the car, it can be compared to Toyota's RAV4, but also Toyota's second largest SUV. There's not so many lines of the side of this model. There's this like curve on the front and one that turns the other way at the rear door. Compared to the front of the car, the rear end is actually pretty boring. Got these pretty old school looking rear lights, a big plastic diffuser and your Corolla logo and hybrid. Like on most of the newer Toyotas, you got this pretty basic looking exhaust, but again, Toyota is built for reliability, so it's not about being the most pretty, but easy to maintain. Let's check out the trunk. You open it by just pressing button here. The trunk capacity on this car is 425 liters. So pretty standard size, it's okay. But if you want even more space, you can fold down the rear seats, all of them, and you will get even more space. And when you close the trunk, you can choose to close it and lock the car, and just close the trunk without locking the car. Let's check out the interior and engine. Let's start with the engine. And then you open it by flipping the lever. This car is a mild hybrid, which means you can charge this car. The car charges itself when braking or de-accelerating, so no need to charge it. Here's the engine, 4 cylinders with 197 horsepower. Looks a bit messy because Toyota uses no engine cover like most Audis and such. Pretty technical to look at with all the electrical stuff going on. Let's check out the interior. What you first notice when jumping in the all-new Toyota Corolla Cross is the leather steering wheel. Feels pretty nice, but then when you go here, there's a lot of plastic all over. Up here also, and then you got a bit leather here, and again leather on the doors, but pretty thin layer of leather. Let's start up the engine. Press the brake, power on. There you have it. Of course, it's starting in EV, and then you can press, if you want to warm up the engine, you can just press down the beater and the engine will start if you want to warm up the car before driving. What I like about Toyotas, also these newer models, is the physical buttons. Just take a look at these seat heat buttons. Big, clicky buttons. Right next to the heated seats you have your steering wheel heat, which is really nice in the winter when it gets cold. The screen is really simple to use. Unfortunately, the navigation is a subscription, so I can't show that right now because we don't have that. But you have your navigation, your radio, of course it comes with the new Apple CarPlay, your phone, Bluetooth, energy flow. When you drive, you can see if it's the electrical engine or the petrol engine. Here you have your drive modes. You got power, eco, and normal. You can also choose to go into EV mode, where the car just will drive in EV, but only for a limited distance before the engine turns on, because again it's a mild hybrid, so the battery is not that big. It has the CVT gearbox, which sounds like it revs a bit high, but it's because it doesn't have any gears, so it just goes up and down to match the speed you are going. So some people might think the car is about to explode, but that's just something you need to get used to. Let's check out the rear seats. Again, plastic. I am around 184 centimeters with shoes, so pretty decent space. I can lean a bit back and still have a lot of leg room. You got your cup holders here, 2 of them, but really nothing much going on back here, just seats and nothing else. Let's take the car for a drive, but before I drive these new Toyotas, I go into settings and choose RSA, which is sign recognition, because when you drive like 2 kilometers over speed limit, it will beep at you, and that gets really annoying. So turn that off, put the car into drive, and as I said before, here you can see the energy flow, and right now the engine is on, as you can see with the orange, and the battery in the middle. Let's put the car into eco and go for a scenic drive through the forest. As you can hear, the CVT gearbox revs pretty high. Let's put the car into power mode and take it on the highway. Let's hear the CVT gearbox scream. Let's get off the highway again and find some curvy roads to test the handling. Let's test the handling. When you put the car into reverse, you have your camera here. Not that great quality, but it's usable. Let's head down to the end of the tunnel for 0 to 100, of course in power mode. Let's launch it. As you can see, the 0 to 100 is around 7.6 seconds, which is okay for everyday use, but nothing special. Please consider to like and subscribe if you like our videos, and as always, we would love to hear from you guys. Any form of feedback we would appreciate, so just leave it in the comments. Thanks for watching JMC Cars. We'll be back with another video next week.